Top of the morning, young Winslet.
Hey!
You want to help me round up them pigs? Yeah, pig.
Uncle Ham?
Whoa, hips throbbing.
Uncle Ham?
Storm's coming.
Uncle Ham!
You alright, Winnie? Now. We're here.
Hey Dungeoneers, thanks for joining us for another episode. If you've been enjoying the Strahdcast, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell icon to be notified every time we post a new video. Doing so gives us advantage on our Constitution saves against the almighty algorithm. We are live streaming a Call of Cthulhu mini-campaign on Twitch, Madness and Mercy. This one features Kay in the big chair as the keeper of arcane lore. The VOD of the first few episodes are up on our Twitch and YouTube channels, and you can catch us live Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitch. Come join Sweetie, Dickie, Benny, Buddy, and Hugsley as they navigate a 1920s small-town America teeming with eldritch horror. It's a spooky good time. Thanks, and enjoy the Strahdcast. When last we left our heroes, they spent some quiet time together on the road. Drogar taught Pasha the finer details of soup making, while Winnie attempted to make contact with her mother outside of Barovia. It appears, however, that not even her divine magic can penetrate the enveloping mists of the valley. Wagons full of wine, our heroes press onward towards Vallaki. But what type of welcome will they receive? Find out now on the Strahdcast. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Shuffle off this mortal coil and transport yourselves to the far, foggy realm of Barovia.
Is it dawn?
Dawn breaks.
It looks like dawn.
You hear clang, clang, clang of Winnie banging her bowl from the night before with the spoon inside of it going like this. Good morning! It is me! From before! Wake up! We need to have a meeting.
I look at Callister and I go,
I'm already up, studying.
okay.
I'm
bloodshot eyes.
No,
and then I look around.
he slept, and he's already up studying.
And I'm just clink, clink, and I look around and everybody's already awake. Doing things.
Kaz walks up to Winnie and says, Could I see that spoon for a moment?
I don't know.
I'm really interested in how you're making that sound.
I give it to you, but I look
She
at you.
throws it into the woods.
Yo, Kaz! Wait, alright. So that's
I can't
happening.
believe you did that! Mean!
I can't believe you woke me up with a spoon in a pot.
So articulate. Alright, so while that's happening, Callister's already
Drogar is
studying,
sleeping
and
through the
Artemis
whole
does
thing.
what?
Just
I looked at you as Winnie was banging the pot around and I went, if she wasn't so cute, I think I'd throw something at her.
Well, it won't be the spoon, because Kaz threw that into the woods.
You're welcome.
I'm going to go and sit by the fire and just sit there with my pot going like... waiting for everybody to gather.
Alright, I walk over. Alright, Winnie, it looks like you got some plans for the day.
Drogar is putting his pauldrons on as he walks over. Pauldron! Pauldron is a shoulder piece of armor that keeps the underarm and the shoulder socket protected from arrows.
Who's shooting arrows at your armpits?
Silence!
Keep
reading the book!
Armor. Fancy.
Alright, Winnie has a
Okay, you
Winnie has a
guys. I don't have any plans. So I want to
Then why did you wake me up?
Okay, listen. We have the big lady from the Berserkers who is like, if you bring me these things, then I will make you special items. And we have the 2 more gems to get, and we have Pasha with us now. And I think it would make me really feel better if we kind of knew what we're gonna do next. What feels like the most next important thing.
Alright, Callister takes the book, closes it, shoves it in Drogar's chest, and goes, "Just because I want your help, mate, to save souls, doesn't mean you got baggage over my head. I will pick that book back up, but not until you fix your attitude, mate." And he sits down.
Well, on that note.
I cross my arms and I say, no, we're not doing anything else until we are all here together. Do you guys need to talk about something?
I said what I gotta say.
Do you need to say something?
I hand the book back.
I take the book.
I apologize for being stubborn.
That means more than you know, mate.
Yes, well, anyway. Winnie, you had something you wanted to say.
Son of my thing.
Trevor looks down at his
Oh, I love it.
Well then, I would say, let's gather the wine and get back to the inn, and let's show these people a good time again.
Yeah, we're bringing
Yeah,
the
we
purple.
got some barrels from that man.
We're bringing the party.
There's a couple that he had, yeah.
Because he had the gem and he had the opportunity.
Well, I think that is a good start, and perhaps while we are there, we can ask about his son and the missing gem.
Is that where we should go next? We should start thinking, because it feels
think
like the
that is
gems
the-
are the thing.
I think that is in line with where we are going.
If we can find him, we'll head there. Otherwise, I figure the only other option is the witch.
But we are still, like, number one is the gems before we do anything else. Okay.
That's right. That's
I
right.
would be wary about rushing into Papa.
I
Yeah,
feel
I agree.
really worried about this witch for some reason, you guys.
I think
The
perhaps
other one.
we should work on the second gem.
As a quick meta reminder, I was reading the beginning of my notes not too long ago, and I was reminded that we also were tasked with finding Mad Mary's daughter, Gertruda.
Yeah, but if
Oh, that
She
was
went
a
to the
long
castle.
She went to
time
the
ago.
castle.
Never
You were able to ask her.
mind.
We
We
got-
may have fought her.
We may have. We will.
yeah,
We'll
we
have to
might
prepare at
have
some point.
fought her. That is
may-
Okay.
I may have called her a bitch at some point.
a cap.
Pasha, do you have any final words for the meeting?
Me?
Yeah. Do you have anything to add?
You are one of us.
Yeah, we'd love to hear your thoughts, mate.
Okay.
Right then,
Load him up.
shall we saddle up?
Desdemona.
Desdemona.
So we've got how much wine? We got a bunch
2 barrels.
of wine.
barrels, yeah.
2 barrels of wine.
Okay.
2 barrels of wine on the cart.
And then we load up in the cart. Does anybody
Go
want
back
a
to-
grape?
Back to Vallaki.
I have really good grapes.
Oh, yeah, we'll try one of those
Okay.
grapes.
I'll take
No.
it right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Winnie.
Practice grapes.
Thank you for the bountiful harvest, my love.
Here, Pasha, would you like a grape?
Those are some damn good grapes.
Really, really good. I feed one
It
grape
is
to
one of the best
Desdemona.
things I've ever
She
tasted.
accepts it gladly.
Ah, that's it.
How long is the journey back?
Good question. In the horse cart laden, probably not that much faster than walking.
I think last time it was half a day. It took us to get back to the village.
Sounds right.
Yeah, that was unladen.
We laid it. We lit.
We
So I'm
laid.
gonna say that you will get, provided nothing happens, you will get back to.
Roll for wolves.
Provided nothing happens.
Yeah, provided nothing happens, you'll get back to Vallaki. You can wager you get back to Vallaki about. We're leaving. I don't know. What time do you generally get up?
I
Pretty
said we're
much.
leaving by 8. I think we got up around like 6.
Pretty early, yeah.
So if you leave by 8, let's call it. I'll say you get there by like 2.
Alright, and so while we're on the cart, Callister has his foot up on the edge, right? He's leaning back against one half, has his foot up on the other, he's in the corner. Hands behind his head, and the book's in his lap, and his mage hand is just flipping. and he's studying.
Yes.
Oh, I love it.
And he's studying and flipping with his mage hand.
That's
So
so
how
good.
many hours of studying can I get on this ride?
So the trip is, what did I say, 2? So it's still 6 hours?
Well, so while that's happening, like coming back, I'm randomly like kind of doing a loop around the cart and scouting, checking for traps and everything.
Drogar will sit.
Hold on.
And then, so I'll kind of drop back at one point and I'll take a little pebble well, kind of chuck it at Callister. And if
Roll
he,
hit.
Yeah, and
So the first one hits me, and then he does it with a second one, and the mage hand
Drogar will sit with Callister so that the hours that he's getting will count.
Oh, great.
so
And then
I'm gonna hit both of them with pebbles. And try
And every time it hits Drogar, Drogar keeps going, Callister, will you stop messing around? Honestly.
and then I go, I'm sorry, mate.
and then I'll kind of hit them a few more times and give a little whistle. Like get their attention, and I'll kind of signal like, drop back here with me for a second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so as soon as we'll walk like a little behind the.
I will turn this cart around.
Sorry, Mom.
The reason I didn't get Kaz, I figured Kaz was driving the cart, Winnie's probably hanging with Sasha and Pasha in the cart. So I'll pull Callister and Drogar back, and I'll be like, listen, I had to talk with Pasha, and I don't think the little lad's ready for an adventure yet. He really needs some time to relax and get his mind right. I've been thinking, our friend Rictavia, or Rudolph Van Richten, whatever he calls himself nowadays.
God, I hate that guy.
I think he might be specially suited to deal with our little friend Pasha. I know we saw him bring some rare wolf steaks to a friend. Maybe he can look after our little friend while we continue our adventure. Give him the childhood and life that he deserves right now.
Sweet Apollo.
Artemis?
I never would have. Did you put that together, Drogar? I did.
Well, of course I did.
Alright, I'll say this much, mate. I'll say this much. One thing I've learned:
I did.
never tell Winnie what to do. And I'm pretty damn sure you don't tell Pasha what to do. So why don't we offer this option to him and see what he wants to do?
Yeah, I think we should introduce him to our friend Rudolph, or Rictavia, whatever
Right.
form he comes to us in.
Perhaps Von Richten can show him how to better harness his powers, perhaps.
Yeah, that's another thought I had. I wasn't smart enough, folks, to bring the caller with me. So we're all at the mercy of his moods. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But I think the sooner we get him educated on who he is, what he is, and how to control it, I think the better.
Stop giving Trevor ideas.
I know!
Callister,
We're at the mercy of Trevor's moods. Fucking Trevor!
We need to bring him to a safe spot, but also a place that will be able to handle anything that may come up if he does happen to turn.
I think that's a great idea. Now, I'm going to get back to my service.
Fair enough, my friend.
If it's 6 hours, I would say with shenanigans, I probably get 4 hours in.
One shenanigan.
Right?
Kaz goes up to a
It happens in no
chalkboard
time.
and erases a number and says, "It has been 0 days since
Since our last
shenanigans."
Wait, can she actually keep that?
Kaz pulls a slate out of her pack, erases the number 1. It has been 0 days since our
In
last
the Kaz
shenanigans.
voice, please.
Well, I'll have to mime it, so she...
Oh my god.
As she does that, I'll pick up another little pebble and try to hit the board with it.
The rest of the day's free.
Oh, that's hilarious. What is this, OSHA?
Okay. Anything else for the ride? Anything else?
That's all I got, other than just looking out.
My one goal was to
And
ride
other-
no shenanigans, but that's out the window, so...
Any
So-
other side trails or weird tracks or anything.
Oh, roll for wolves.
I gotta roll for a wolf.
I want to fight something.
Teacher, you forgot to give out our homework.
Good, I'm hungry. Sasha wants some liver.
Oh, shit.
I got my friends with me. I'm not afraid
Yes.
of no wolves anymore.
I'm afraid to know.
Why is he rolling so many things?
You
Wait,
get a
what the
call.
fuck?
No, nothing.
Oh man!
Don't
Sorry,
ask
bud.
questions.
So, as you draw within sight of the city, you see the walls and the sort of central hill on top of which sits the burgomaster's mansion, and the walls of the city draw into you. And as they do so, Pasha, you almost see his ears go up like Sasha's do when she's alerted to something. And he turns his head around and he looks at the city, and he looks at it for a moment, and then he gets himself up and he climbs down out of the cart and just walks to the side of the road.
Are you good, mate?
Oh, I'm not going in there.
Oh, that's fine.
I'd like to walk up to him and kind of kneel down and get eye level with him. Now, I know this isn't a place you'd normally go, but now that you're with us, I think you can come in here with us. When you're by our side, no one will give you any trouble.
You have our word. We will take care of it.
No, it's... And he kind of screws up his face a little bit, and he ruffles his hair as if he's trying to puzzle out exactly what it is he's feeling. This is the most time I've ever spent with people. Ever. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I would like to be just in the woods a bit.
Yeah.
You want some company?
I don't think so, mate.
Can Sasha stay?
I think Sasha would like that very much.
Okay.
Do you like the shirt?
He takes it, but he still hasn't quite figured out shirts. So he's still just like this time when he puts it on, he has his head through one of the armholes, one arm through the neck hole, and one leg out the other armhole.
Wonderful.
He's doing great.
So just like he's got one arm, one leg, and then the rest of it just flops, or like the body of it just flops around off his other arm.
Like a sail.
Drogar would like to kneel down next to Pasha and go. I think I can help you with that eye.
Bess? What's wrong with that?
Would you like to see out of it?
I see okay.
Well, if you decide that perhaps you want to see out of that eye, you let me know.
I like the way I am. Okay. I'll be here.
Is there anything else you need?
I'll be here.
Is there anything else you need to keep you safe?
No, I'm quite good at taking care of myself.
Okay.
Hey, Pasha.
Hmm?
I'm assuming you're a good tracker.
Hmm?
Yeah. So you have Sasha with us. I'm sure you can get Sasha. But if you ever get split up from us, you need to find us. Just come after us, all right?
Okay.
I'm not a good tracker.
I'll
Me-
find you.
All right. Me finding you and Audie was a stroke of luck, mate.
Yeah. I agree.
All right. Have a good time in the woods, fella.
Okay.
And,
Thank you.
and right before we set off, I like to kind of muss his hair a little bit. You do me a favor, little buddy, and stay close to the town?
I will.
Alright, and if you need anything, just yell, we'll hear you.
Okay. And he turns around and he starts walking off into the woods, and as he does, he turns to each tree and he starts going, hello, 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 hello. And he just goes off into the forest with Sasha.
Fucking Trevor! I'm having a struggle here as an 11-year-old and a 30-year-old, and it's you playing the have a lot of
going on.
feelings. I have a lot of feelings.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. I could have used a Trevor when I was 11 too.
For real.
I think we all could have.
Oh, you got
I could have used all of y'all, but yeah.
I know. So Pasha and Sasha
Come on.
head off into the woods to explore.
And
Well,
then
the rest of you.
as that happens, I'll kind of muss Winnie's hair up and go, don't worry, him and Sasha will be alright.
I think so too. It is really nice having him around though.
It is. He's a sweet boy.
Thanks for talking to me yesterday. I do not want to be sad anymore.
I understand that.
And then I skip.
Okay.
This is me not being sad.
No!
You make your way.
Yep.
Drawing close to the western gate of the city. The portcullis is down. The customary guards that you've gotten used to seeing posted at the entrances are nowhere to be found.
Oh.
What would you like to do?
Frank! Where's Frank?
Frank? Frank!
He's always here.
He's always here.
I swear that man works more than anybody.
And then, seeing nothing, I'm gonna kind of jog forward and take a look around and see if I see any type of tracks or
To
anything.
the side of the walls or through the portcullis?
Yeah, right up to the gates and kind of look around and see what I can see. If it looks like there's a scuffle, if it looks people take off towards the town, do people run out of the town?
You don't see anything, and in fact, it looks like no one has been here in a couple days.
Oh no.
What?
Oh dear.
And we were gone for a couple days, so it looks like no one has been there since we left. Right?
What?
Uh-oh.
Fuck.
And I'll kind of like look at everyone and go,
Bad news.
something's not right here. Doesn't look like there's been any movement around here for days.
Drogar pulls his shield and Valandrel and walks up to the gate with you.
Callister puts his book away that he's been studying, and like all the blood drains from his face. Because the last time we were in this situation, there were the brides.
Yeah.
He's having flashbacks of the brides tearing people apart. He's having flashbacks of him like being all full Aasimar and useless and already dying.
So as you're standing there at the gate, you see a Vallakian down the street a ways come out of one of the buildings. It seems to be an old woman with a big wicker basket on her back, and she kind of comes out and closes the door behind her and hikes the basket up a little bit and starts to go down the street.
Alright.
She starts a little bit and turns around. Yes?
You alright in there?
What do you mean?
The gates are closed. We want to bring some wine. Has anything happened?
Oh, well, we certainly could use a drink, yes, but it's the Burgormaster. He's taken all the guards, posted them up around his manor.
That's really annoying.
I'll say. In times where he should be defending his people, after Strahd himself set foot in this place, he hides up in his manor. Disgraceful.
Alright.
Wait, Strahd set foot in this place like a while back, or like Strahd set foot in this place
No,
just
when
now?
the church burned.
Okay, phew, okay.
Well, perhaps we can have a word with the Burgomaster.
You can try. He won't let anyone in and out of his mansion.
Well, we seem to be on rather good terms with the Burgomaster, don't we, Kaz?
Kaz wants to try to lift the gate. Portcullis. Shot.
Give me an athletics check.
it's not a 100-foot statue.
No, that's true.
Drogar wants to wait. Guidance.
I'm going to help.
Take a
I'm
D4.
going to help. I'm going to join Cat.
You wanna help?
And I'm
With
going to help.
advantage, yeah.
With advantage. Okay.
And a D4.
And a D4. So advantage of D4. Alright. So, with no expectation that she'll actually be able, she's sort of just like testing the waters, but she kind of just like, she doesn't wear sleeves. But,
And Callister's watching her and just does everything Kaz does.
Callister's like rubbing her shoulders.
yeah, like squirts of water in her mouth.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is your carrying?
Cut me, man, I can't see.
My carrying capacity. That's an excellent question. How does one determine that?
Encumbrance
That's
rate.
Size, right?
Yeah, but what,
And strength?
like what is that?
Yeah,
what is that?
size.
I know that's a factor of
Carrying
something.
Capacity by the. It's based off of your strength. It's like your strength score multiplied by 15.
The strength score or the multiplier or the modifier?
Your score, so the
score.
Yes.
By 15.
So it's you're 20, so it's 20 times 15.
Yeah.
Wow. 250.
Thank you. Maths.
That's
Right?
Is that right?
All right, try. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll give it a shot. Yeah, she just wants to like, I with no expectation that she'll actually be able to do it, she just kind of wants to be like, could this work?
Oh, that's 15. Or 300, I'm sorry.
Yeah, 300.
20 times 15 is
Sorry.
300.
Cut out all the parts where we got that wrong.
I
So
do my math.
remember,
That was very
that's
simple.
300 carrying, right? You're
Right.
lifting for a moment.
Yeah.
And Callister's help.
Yeah, so
That's right.
And
With advantage.
you have a
And I have
D4.
guidance, yeah, okay, so let's oh boy. Okay, not great. So
Already
are we
sitting there
calling this a
imagine
strength?
Winnie chuckle.
Are we calling this a strength?
It's an athletics
check.
check.
Okay.
there's gotta be a better way.
So that's Midland roll. That's a 20, dirty 20.
What? That's a Midland roll?
It was a
That's
10.
very strong.
With their bonuses.
It was
With
a
the
10
D4?
There was a 10 on the die.
And the D4?
The 10 was the die. The D4 was a 2.
20 though, huh? Jesus.
Yeah.
What's it gonna be, DM?
Yeah, alright.
Yeah. Woman handles that portcullis.
Damn right.
So you just like walk up, Cat.
Callister helps.
Yeah, she gives me
Give her a shoulder massage.
Gives her
Her boxer
Drogar leans against the brick and looks.
Lift with your legs.
Drogar leans against the
Lift with
brick
your legs,
and
mate.
looks at the
I
old
know.
lady and just goes, "Watch this."
Yeah, so yeah, like you said, just sort of just grabs like some low rungs on the portcullis and kind of gives it a exploratory tug. Goes, yeah, okay. Just,
Run!
okay, buddy.
Yeah, that.
And then you just see Drogar lead Desdemona in the wagon and just,
Yeah, that.
God.
And as you all make your way through, the woman who you were talking to is still just standing there with a dumbstruck look on her face. She just looks at you like,
and I lean down and I go, "Haven't you heard? We're the heroes of Barovia."
And I walk past her and I say, would you like a grape?
well, if anyone can get into the Burgermaster's mansion, it is you. Godspeed, friends.
And then as that's happening, I'll like walk over and like crank up the slack that's in the chain
In the
to
rope,
catch
yeah.
the portcullis, and then like take just enough off so Kaz like feels it lift up a little bit,
Uh-huh.
and then I'll be like, "Well done, friend. I think you can come on in now."
That's that survival brain.
But then-
Yeah, right?
And as everybody's walking away, Drogar goes back to the portcullis and goes, so that it comes
It slams down.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, it does come crashing back down to the earth. Alright, you're in.
Kaz rolls her shoulders.
That was kind of hot.
Callister walks up to Kaz
I think I'm
and
gonna
like
culture.
tries to put the heaviest hand on her shoulder as possible and goes, "Glad I could help, mate." And she doesn't budge at all.
Thanks.
Alright, you're in. What would you like to do?
We go to the Blue Water with all this wine.
Yes.
I think blue water first. Maybe look for Rictavio on the way.
Winnie,
But he's normally at the blue water, so.
lead the way.
I will. I'm scared.
So as you make your way back through the town, there's something about the atmosphere, something in the air here that's different from when you last left.
I feel a little tense. I stop speaking.
People walk along the streets in small clutches, sort of whispering to each other. And they look at you, and some of them recognize you as heroes, and particularly Callister, as he helped bury the bodies before you left. And so you get a couple of curt nods, but there's a simmering in the atmosphere that you can feel. People are angry.
They feel abandoned.
And as the old woman mentioned, you see none of the town militia patrolling the streets that you had grown accustomed to seeing in your time here before.
Yeah.
Presumably all up guarding the burgomaster's mansion,
They feel like
as she mentioned.
I feel like they have to fend for themselves.
So I'd like to
That's my assumption.
climb on top of the cart and kind of like get a weird vibe from the people. Like look at everyone, raise myself, and I'll say, "Here, friends, we brought wine."
Okay.
Oh,
Give me
boy,
persuasion.
let's see what happens.
Oh, Jesus.
Wait, guidance.
Artie, read the room. Artie, read the room.
Now,
Woo! Woo!
What'd you get, baby?
That's a nat 20
oh,
plus a 2 on the guidance plus
Can I help? Oh, wait, no, here he's in that.
Yeah, you already
Never
do.
mind. Yeah.
persuasion.
yeah.
Okay, only 1 on the persuasion, so that's a 23 for persuasion.
All the townsfolk start doing a jig with a scowl on their face.
I guess I'll get drunk.
They're like happy, but they alright, fine.
so, Artemis, you stand on top of the cart, on top of the wine barrels, like a foot on each wine barrel, hold your arms astride, and announce that you have brought a shipment of wine. And a couple of people still have dark looks on their faces, and they kind of turn down an alleyway and go in various directions. But one woman walks over to you. She has a pair of knitting needles held in her hand and a long scarf that hangs from her neck. And it drags along the ground as she makes her way over to you. And Callister, you recognize her as one of the ones who was, despite her age, she's one of the ones who was helping clean up the bodies from before, after the attack on the church. You recognize her as Pearl Interlock, and she walks over and says, after the days we have had, I think we could all use a drink. To the blue water, yes?
Yes! To the blue water, tell your friends, we got wine!
Good old Pearl. I was cleaning up bodies with her after the church burned down. She was
Christ.
just as much fun back then.
Jesus.
Pick up that scarf, Pearl, we're going drinking!
Let's go, Pearl.
That hurt me in a deep way.
I look at Kaz and I just go, did I miss something?
I forget where Kaz was when they were cleaning up bodies. Was I nursing a hangover?
I snuck out on my own. I snuck out super early.
I think we were seeing the blacksmith in town.
Yeah.
Jimmy
okay.
Stewart.
So
Some kind of lizard?
So Kaz just gives Drogar a shrug.
So you and Pearl and a few other people make your way to the blue water.
She seems like a good time, though.
Off to the blue water inn you go.
Yeah, I think too, Artemis had a rough night with the wolves and is ready to blow off some steam.
It's been a rough couple of days.
Artemis is trying to come to a little realization too, that like he's not as badass as he thinks he was. Yeah. He's got to drink a little bit of his sorrows away here.
Yeah, I think Kaz. I think I might speak for all of us. I think she wants to try really hard to she senses the tension and wants to try to reverse it, bring some of that fun back that they've been able to summon. So I think she'll tap the barrel of wine and give a glass to Pearl, and try to just kind of nudge her into singing Jack of the Shadows with her again. I don't know if maybe she was there, but she's I believe I was in the tavern the other night working on a wonderful stitch pattern when you sang this song, and I loved it so much.
I remember seeing you that night. I think that night it was knit 1, pearl 2, knit 1, pearl 2.
And then Kasle puts his arm around Kaz and he goes, oh yeah, and there's that chap by the fireplace blowing the bellows.
When you're with me, it's
That was
always
Drogar.
Pearl too. And she sings a song with you.
We'll drink all night till the cup goes dry.
Kiss the girls so they'll not cry!
So you make your way into the tavern.
Yes.
With a small procession in tow.
We all know that we are getting a geriatric woman shit-faced, right?
Oh, yeah.
Is everybody under that impression?
He's
Oh
all-
man,
he's
That's all about it.
the dog.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Pearl's getting me shit faced.
yeah.
Yeah,
Are
don't
we
sleep
going
on
in?
Pearl. She can drink you under the table.
I do doubt
Yeah.
it.
I'm going in. I'm gonna look around the fence, see if I see Brom and Bray.
Okay. And as you sing, as you finish your song, Kaz, she turns to you and says, "What is your shoe size, if I may so inquire?"
I'm not accustomed to wearing shoes, but last I checked, I think I'm a 11 men's.
Well, I knit you a nice pair of warm socks to keep those toesy wuzzies warm at night. Yes.
Oh, that's great.
Most excellent.
That sounds wonderful.
Well, drink this wine till the
So the goat runs
Drogar's gonna go to Donica and see how she's doing.
You're in the blue water.
How you doing?
Pearl's already drunk.
Hey, how you doing, Donica?
Okay, yeah. As you make your way in, Danica is not behind the bar, but guess who is? Who? It's Erwin. Or not Erwin, fucking Ismark.
Ismark!
Yeah, so you walk
Oddly
in.
enough, I knew who you meant.
Yeah,
Erwin.
Ismark is behind the bar, and actually, as you make your way in, his face brightens, and he puts down the rag that he was using to polish the wood of the bar, and he moves around from the outside, makes his way across the floor to greet you. He says, "Oh, goodness, my friends, you've been gone for so long. I was terribly worried. How have you fared in your time away? Successful, no doubt, in your various ventures."
Drogar brings in one of the barrels of the purple crush and just like puts it up and he goes, "Well, I think we've been quite successful."
Oh, and I should say so indeed. Not a moment too soon. We've nearly run out. We've had to cut it a bit more and more, water it down, just to keep the people of this city afloat.
Oh, gee whiz.
Well, that's not good.
Well, but now that we've got new supply, I think everyone should be much relieved.
Ismark, can you tell me what's going on with the guard? Why are they not at their posts?
And why do people look frustrated with us?
Well, I can't say whether or not it's specifically to do with you, but well,
The way they look at us feels like it has to do with us.
after the attack, the burgomaster shut himself up in his mansion, pulled all the guards away from their posts, and now has them surrounding his mansion like he's under some sort of siege. The people in town, they feel abandoned. No one's seen hide nor hair of them since you all left.
Rightfully so.
As much as I'd like to partake in some drink right now, I think we got some business to handle at the Burgermaster's house.
Well, let the people drink.
I think they deserve it.
Yes. That's
Yes.
for us.
They're right.
We'll come back later.
Yeah, we'll catch up with Jack another time.
Okay.
Ismark, serve the people, make sure everyone's happy.
Oh yeah, well Danica's been teaching me a bit of it, one or two things about the business. As I've learned, I'm not much of a natural at swinging swords and weapons of all sorts, but it turns out I'm something of a people person.
He starts like flaring with the bottles.
I'm pleasantly surprised.
Kaz gives Ismark a clap on the shoulder and says,
Thank the gods, because you're useless with a javelin.
Well, I won't argue with you, Kaz. It still hurts, but I won't argue.
She doesn't believe that.
Well, she's quite
I don't mean it in a mean way, but come on, he's... Alright.
I think we should go over there right away, you guys. Is that okay to do?
Let's go.
I wanna go.
I want to sort this out.
Okay, wait outside. Give me 2 seconds.
All right.
I didn't mean to yell.
No, I like it.
Yes, I'm so sorry. You were looking for Ron and Brett.
Only if they're around, but now I'm distracted because this mark's here.
They are not at the they are not on the floor.
That's okay. It's Mark.
Yes.
Come here. For 1 second, and I'll tell you something. And then I go like up on a bar stool.
Goodness God. Well, let me help you. Yeah, there you go. You got
all watch her like just struggle.
Yeah, she's like
Hanging on.
trying so hard to have a secretive moment.
We're all
like
just
10 seconds of struggle.
Smart. I heard from Irina.
What?
I
How's
talked
this
to
possible?
Irina. I know this spell now where I can send her a message and she can send me a message back.
You spoke to her.
I
She's
spoke to
alive.
her 2 times.
Well, what did she
She's
say?
Alive. Okay, the first time she was like, keep the hope alive. That's how we're gonna defeat him. And then I was too too all worked up to ask her any good questions. But she's okay. And then I talked to her last night, and she said that she's okay, and like mostly she gets left alone. It seems like. When she told me that Strahd tried to get her to dance with him yesterday, and she stepped on him toes.
That does sound like her, you know.
Yeah.
Willful as ever.
I felt really good when I heard that.
Winnie, this is fantastic news. Oh, this does put my heart at relief.
Yeah.
I feel so terribly anxious over the whole affair. That's why I asked Danica to allow me to help out around the bar, just to busy myself so I didn't eat my soul alive with worry. Oh, Winnie, that's excellent news.
Yeah.
So, when are we going to go to Ravenloft to rescue her?
This is what I'm trying to figure out, because we got all these other things to do. We gotta keep getting the gems, and then there's this lady who's gonna make us weapons, and there's like a witch, and like,
Goodness,
But-
that does seem like a lot.
it's really a lot. But then Strahd was like, come and have dinner with us, and like hang out with me. And, but Irina is there, and so I do want to do that. But I want to make sure that we don't just walk in and get killed.
Oh, Winnie,
So-
you must be terribly careful. It seems like a trap to me. I'm not much one for adventuring, but even such as I am, I do smell a trap.
I know, it sounds really bad. And also like, what, are we gonna just like sit at dinner and like eat cheese?
What
And
does
be
he
like,
think? I thought he
cool.
drinks blood. What is he going to serve? Is he going to serve you blood?
I don't know, man.
Drogar is sitting there just going,
But anyways,
too old for this.
oh my gosh, Aasimar, it is really good to see you. For some reason, it just like makes me feel really, really happy to see you and get to tell you about Irina. Now we've got to go deal with this bear thing. But just so you know, I can send a message, not that much because I am not powerful enough yet. But I can send a message every now and then, and if there's something that you want me to tell to Irina, I can send her a message. I can tell her. So is there anything that like, if I can send her a message, and I can only say so much. Is there anything you want to say or you want to ask? I can tell her to tell you.
Goodness gracious, well.
Also, you can think about it. I can come back later.
Well, I suppose just tell them that I'm fretfully worried about it.
Practically, we're done.
That's 2 words you're trying to figure out.
I love her dearly, and give him the hell.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay. That's perfect. Okay, I'll tell her that when I send her a message.
Thank you. I mean, any message at all is far more than I ever could have hoped for.
Me too.
I know you didn't know each other very long, but she cared for you very dearly, Irina.
Thanks. She really made that clear. That was really. She's really special, and I think about her all of the time.
I do too, Winnie.
Okay. We're gonna go to the Baron's house.
I won't hold you a moment longer.
Okay, keep on distracting and learning all the things.
I shall.
Okay. High
Oh,
five. You smack your hand in my hand.
like this?
Yeah, boom,
Oh.
and then we both feel better.
He missed.
Export!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No. Let me, if I may. Ismark, this time, look at my elbow.
Bullshit, that never works!
I reach out and I just grab his hand and I give him a handhold.
Ah,
We got this, Ismark.
I trust you.
Okay, be right back. And then I run away.
Great.
No, but really, watch my elbow. It really works that way.
Listen, did anyone do Little League?
You
What do they
missed.
tell you? Keep your eye on the ball, not keep your eye on the ball's elbow.
Facts.
Look at my elbow.
I know, it works.
All right. Anyway,
Running away.
I
going to
hate it so much.
Let's
going to
go.
the bear. So you all turn around to go. Yeah. You go. You go. So making way to the Baron's mansion.
Not now,
Yes.
wolves.
Not now, wolves. Stay at home.
So I guess
As we go.
Rictavia's not in there.
Oh, yeah.
You don't see him at the moment.
Uh-huh.
What about the 2 bounty hunter guys? I'm always just.
Yeah,
just
we're gonna
get
have
it.
I know you
I'm
are.
always looking for those.
You're gonna
motherfuckers.
see them from across the bar
We
in
got-
a year and a half
listen.
and just walk up
They-
and step
We
on.
have
the shit
plot
out of
points
it.
to hit in this sandbox.
They took the
I
money
turned
we
to
gave
Winnie
them
as
all the
well.
way to Atlantic City.
Oh,
They are
yeah.
just
I'll
they are at the Borgata. Right
Boardwalk Empire.
Alright.
When
Focus
they,
up.
when they least expect it, take them. Sorry. Okay.
You've been talking to Irina, yes? If you would ask her something for me.
Yeah. What do you want you to ask?
Only if you have the words, because I know it is limited.
I think I do because this one will give me a couple of words.
Let's see if I can count them correctly.
Also, if you tell me what you mean, I can figure it out.
I want her to the best of her ability to start to look for weaknesses. She's seeing his daily ritual. He has to have something. The last time I went to get something as dark and evil as him, we were not prepared. And the casualties were tremendous. But we have someone on the inside. As awful as the situation is, if she can spend any amount of time figuring out what he is weak against, what is any chink in the armor that we can assess.
So, like, I don't want to put her in any danger.
No, of course
But,
not.
like, when does he sleep?
Of
What does
course.
he eat?
Right.
Not what does he do all
Right.
day? Okay.
Where does he spend most of his time? What areas of the castle are guarded? All of these will be helpful.
Okay.
But that is second, of course, to how she is doing.
I know. But if we find out these things, then maybe we can go get her.
It would better prepare us for our assault.
Okay. I'll figure it out.
I know you will. And Winnie, you're doing a tremendous job.
Thanks.
Big Dad energy.
Has this ever happened to you?
My organs.
Sounds like you need a dice tray. Our sponsor, C4 Labs, is the place to get TTRPG accessories for any type of gamer. From dice towers to trays, coasters to computer cases, C4 Labs has what you need. Check out these testimonials from actual goons.
As a Valentine's baby, I got the love of my dice Valentine's dice tray. Now life really is like a box of chocolates, and I always know what I'm gonna get. It's dice!
As a man who knows his wood, their walnut top drink coasters with built-in dice holders drives me walnuts!
But that's not all. For added spooky fun, C4 Labs also has a plethora of Call of Cthulhu themed accessories. Here's Kay, our resident keeper of arcane lore, to tell you all about it.
I got the Cthulhu dice tray with matching dice tower. They whisper the secrets of the universe to me while I sleep.
So head on over to c4labs.com today and use our special coupon code GOON15 at checkout for a 15% discount code. Discount on your order. That's GOON15 for 15% off your order.
C4 Labs, quality craftsmanship for quality gameplay.
And so we continue on to the Burgermasters.
The Burgermaster.
Burgermaster, Baron Burger. Okay, away we go. So you make your way across the town, up the hill,
Fun Baron Burger, X cheese.
Pepsi no Coke, Pepsi no Coke.
and coming upon the mansion, you do in fact see it surrounded by the militia. You see Lars, the one that you've met before. You walk up to the mansion, and Lars looks at all of you and says, "Oh, well, hello, my friends. What is it that you're doing here? I'm sorry, I've been ordered not to let you into the Baron's mansion if that's why you've come."
Well,
We have important business that the Baron needs to hear about.
Yeah, and we're here to figure out what you're doing here instead of around the city walls.
Well, we are, of course, doing our sworn duty to the Baron and protecting his life from all that would oppose him and his divine right to rule this land.
Alright, Callister is going to try to do some persuasion.
Uh-huh.
And he's gonna Hold your horses.
No, I didn't say anything.
Yeah, you did.
I said
I heard you.
Go ahead.
So, so Lars seems like a decent dude. And Callister, he's going to do some persuasion.
Okay.
And he's going to say, right, mate, you got a sworn duty to the Baron, but I'm pretty sure the militia has a sworn duty to the town. And I don't know the kind of ship the Baron's been running, but is this the kind of ship you want to run?
Roll persuasion.
Nat 20. Nat 20.
That's it, Callister.
Plus an 8, so it's a 28.
Wow.
And so Callister's looking him dead in the eyes, and Callister is weighing every word and making sure it's as true to what he feels and thinks as possible. And you can feel like the honesty radiating from his eyes.
Well, of course, we do have our duty to the good people of the city, but in times of extreme danger, such as these, we must protect what is most important in our city, which is, of course, the Baron. But if you perhaps have some news that is pertinent to the Baron's safety, well, that would be something he'd have to hear right away.
Indeed we do.
Callister extends his hand, and he says, "You seem like a good chap, Lars. I'll call on you for the Baron's aid, as well as the town's.
Right.
Thanks."
Well then, he takes your hand and shakes it. Considering the circumstances and the official business of the tidings you bear, I shall go and speak to him, see if he'll have an audience with you. You are his trusted friends after all. Just wait here a moment.
Nice work.
And he turns and he
Yes.
goes into the mansion.
Drogar leads in and gives him a little elbow and goes, "Attaboy, Callister, you devil, you!"
Hey, if you wear your words with truth, they go far, mate.
Very true.
Boy.
Indeed they do.
After a few moments, Lars returns, and he looks at you and says, the Baron has agreed to see you, provided that you leave any weapons you may have at the door. So, any weapons that appear on your person, I shall have to take.
Dang it, I don't have any small weapons.
That's okay. Yeah.
Drogar's going to go, "One moment, please." He's going to walk away, and he's going to have his back to Lars, and he's just going to shove his mace into his breastplate.
Give me sleight of hand.
I don't know what I have, but yeah, it's a 19.
That all seems in accordance.
And Callister, right? He's wearing his cloak, and he has a crossbow hanging on his waist on the left side, a dagger on his right side, and a short sword that's all in his cloak. And he just puts his hands up and goes, "I think I'm free to go."
Absolutely. Go on by, please.
Drogar is going to pull a gold coin out of his pouch and ask for Lars's hand. Just go, "Thank you for taking care of the town the way you do."
I'm only doing my sworn duty.
So, Cat, okay. I'm gonna stay on this one. Kaz, watch my head, will walk towards the guard, sort of like this.
Javelin in her leg. The javelin's in her pants. The javelin's in Callister's pants.
And then she'll pull out a hand axe and drop it in front of the guard. And then one javelin says, "This one was inside of a rhino once, taking care of it." And she'll hand it to him. She'll pull out a second javelin and say,
This one hasn't been inside anything, but it's waiting for the right opportunity.
And then we'll pull out a third javelin and say,
This one killed someone who betrayed me. Don't get on its list.
and we'll hand that to him.
I shall, but of course, you're a welcome guest after all.
And we'll then limp off.
Kaban! In her pant leg.
Because the blood spear of Kaban is down her pant leg and up through the back of her shirt. It's going from, like,
it is.
It's going from like shoulder to knee.
Of course
Is that
it is.
Kavan in your pants, or are you just happy to see
Of
me?
course it
I'm
is.
just happy to see you.
Might want to get a poultice for that sore knee you've got there.
Oh, you're telling me it's been driving me crazy.
Storm must be coming.
Amazing.
Artemis would like to just slip 2 arrows up either bracer, so they're kind of against the inside of his wrist, and then he'll hand over his long bow, pull out the 2 short swords behind his back, and go.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you for storing these, friend.
Wow, they shall be safe with me, never you worry.
I trust you.
What a break.
Well, I would love one.
Thanks. This was cool.
Mighty kind of you. Go on, little one.
Before we leave, I lean in and I go,
There's fresh wine at the Blue Water.
Don't tempt me. So you make your way into the mansion. Yes. Oh well, you make your way up to the door. And he says, well, just knock. And from the other side of the door, you hear sound of multiple latches and locks and bars being undone and opening up the door. The whole frame is obscured by the wide, imposing figure of Ison.
It's my best friend.
It's your best bud.
And in fact, he has to lean down a little bit out of the door frame to be able to see you all. So tall is he. And he looks at you all, looking around at all of you. You have news for the Baron?
Yes.
Yes, and for his ears alone, sadly.
Anything you need to tell me, you can tell to me.
Well, sadly, we are the Baron's esteemed guests, not yours. They are for his ears.
Where's your friend?
Sasha. Oh. See, last time we were here, the Baron and his missus didn't take too well to her shedding all over the place. Didn't want Sasha in the house. So, we're doing our best to respect the Baron. And we're trying to come properly.
Well, he's keeping out of trouble, I trust.
Well, you know me, I get in a lot of trouble, but I'm trying to learn my lessons.
Right. And he kind of like a thwomp from Super Mario. He kind of
That's it.
and you can go in.
Kasle spy.
I would like to note that Callister didn't cause any trouble this time.
You did great, baby. You did great.
It's in the books. It's in the books.
Guys, look how good I did.
Maybe the
Rip that
first
down.
time ever.
Because I wanted to!
Gold star, please.
So we enter.
He's in the lounge.
Let's go.
Thank you for your help.
I would like to do a perception roll. I want to, Callister's trying to understand what motivates Ison. Like, he knows that he wants to protect the Baron, right? And he knows he wants order in the town. But he doesn't know what Ison wants.
So that would be insight.
Insight?
Just trying to do a vibe check on Ison.
Yeah, and I got a 17 on the die and 0 bonuses. Just a straight 17. Like, I actually want to do this dude a solid.
Okay. Look at you.
Walking in the light and whatnot.
Trying.
17.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hard, lonely road.
You think about what your interactions you've had with him so far.
Mm-hmm.
Think about what he does here with the Baron. And as you pass it by him on the door, you take a good look into his eyes, trying to get a sense. This, I think, is a skill of yours, Callister. You're good at reading people. This guy, he's like an enigma. You look at him, and he's like, he's just, you don't see anything behind his eyes. It's like looking in, it's like the bottom of the ocean. Behind his eyes. You get a cold shiver down your spine.
Alright, so he obviously sees me looking at him, right? And
He says, "See something you like."
Oh.
Wow.
Oh. Oh.
Right?
honestly, Mike,
Literally just gagged.
I don't know what I'll say. You are what you are. I know you want to keep the town peaceful. I know you want to help the Baron. All those seem pretty admirable to me. Don't know what's going on here.
I believe you were looking for the Baron. Point your eyes that way.
You got it, Chief. And Callister walks off.
As you go, give me a perception check.
Guidance.
Guidance, so that's a
That's
D4.
Yeah, for a D4.
What's my perception? I got a 13.
About 13. As you turn to go, you see his massive arm just kind of a little bit, and he takes his other hand and grabs the wrist. And just faintly under his breath, you hear him say, "Oh,
This dude wants to fucking kill me.
Yeah.
Him, but who's controlling that arm? It doesn't seem like it's him. Who's
And so, with that perception that he's doing, Callister's using his, like, he's quick, right? And instead of using quick motion, like, he's actually clocking a bunch of things at once, and so he's doing it stealthily. And I think he can catch it without Isaac knowing that he's looking at it.
sure." Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then he stores it in the brain mag.
Just clock it. Yeah. Use that later.
So you go down the hall to the lounge.
Oh my god.
The door is also closed. What would you like to
Open it! No.
Kick her down!
Jesus. I lightly tap on the chamber door.
do? Yeah.
Enter!
Drogar literally does this. He goes, and he looks at everybody and he goes, "Ready."
I forgot how much I hate this guy.
And as he opens the door, he lets like this big smile and he goes, "Baron, how nice it is to see you again."
Oh, yes. My fine compatriots, I knew you would come eventually. I knew you would not forsake your oath to me.
He's so thirsty.
Come in. As you enter into the room, his two massive mastiffs stand up and give a deep, throaty growl and put their ears back. And he says, "No, it is not dinner time yet. Come, do please come in. Ah, yes, I assume you've come to offer your services in the name of my protection."
I see you conveniently brought the militia here so we could report to them so they could go back and do their duty
Well, naturally.
guarding the town, correct?
Naturally. Well, you know, the rabble. Sedition runs through their veins more so than blood does. And at times of panic such as this, well, naturally it is natural for them to want to turn against those means, those of pure and elegant breeding.
What is the... What's going on here?
Well, if you've been through the town, I'm sure you've heard their mutterings. They're all out to get me. Don't think I don't know. Don't think I haven't heard what they whisper into their filthy little cups in the dead of night in their taverns. They all want what I have, and they are going to come and get it from me, but I'm smarter than them. Oh, yes, smarter than them. Oh, if they want it in my hair, they'll have to come and get it themselves.
Insight check. I want to see if he's fucking lost it.
Sure.
I want to see if he's all there anymore. If he's gone. That is a 21.
Yeah, so you look at him,
Yeah.
and the first time you met him, you got the sense that he was a little bit paranoid, a little pretty self-satisfied and self-assured, not one lacking for confidence.
Right.
But paranoid nonetheless. A sword hanging from a belt, and on his chest, he's wearing a full breastplate that is at least a size too big for him, but he's like in armor in his own home.
Alright, Callister does this. Callister says, do you remember the last time we saw you, mate? We were at the festival.
Yes.
It went smashingly.
A smashing success it was, and only because of the tumultuous sedition of those mud-crawling grubs was Strahd out into the city, not me. I'm the one that kept you safe this whole time. Me!
But remember the festival,
I gave them
mate.
everything. I've kept them safe for so long, and how do they thank me? Oh, by trying to put my head in the guillotine.
So this is what Callister does. He tries to break this manic, paranoid state he's in. And what Callister does is while he's talking to him about the festival, he snaps his fingers behind his back and casts a minor illusion and has like a faint image, almost as if the Baron was recalling, like it feels like it's in his own brain. Like the glorious moment of that thing being
The
lit.
fire.
Of me lighting the
the
wall.
effigy of the sun. The
Give
sun.
me a performance check.
Guidance.
I feel guided.
Out of D4.
Ooh, that's really bad.
Oh no.
So it's a 3 plus a 2
Oh boy. Oh boy.
plus a 1. So that's a whole 6.
You try to conjure this before him.
Oh boy.
And he looks at it, and his eyes go wide. He says, oh, why do these visions plague me so? Oh, is it not enough? While I dream, now they visit me here! And he turns around and goes to one side of his desk, and he says, I must triple, no, quadruple the guard.
I
No one
run up
interrupt.
to him. I run up to him with big little kid eyes.
Okay.
I say, Baron, this is so scary. Can we sit down for a second?
Performance. Or persuasion.
I'm pretty sure we're in King Lear right now.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're
You
right.
said performance
Or persuasion.
Performance or persuasion.
I
Okay.
can't give you
I
guidance.
could've
You're
done
right.
Persuasion is 17.
Oh, okay.
My child, fear not. All will be well. As long as I am here to protect you.
I know,
No,
but
you're quite right. Yes. No, for your own safety, you all must stay here. Yes.
No.
Drogar looks
Listen.
at the Baron and goes,
That is the best thing for all of us.
Listen.
If you stay here with me.
Listen, I think we should sit down. I think for us to help better protect you, because that's what we're here for, right? That's what we're all here for. We're here to protect you and protect the people of this town.
Well, yes, naturally.
That's what we're here for. We need to understand better what's going on. Okay? Then we can do a better job. Right?
Say more.
How long have these dreams been plaguing?
Every night now since the festival, since they all turned against me.
Since the festival you've been having the dreams.
What did they do when they turned against you? What happened while we left?
Well, they've always hated me, you see, because I am one of means. My breeding is so much better than theirs.
Obviously, that's so clear, but what happened after we left?
Well, the devil came.
Where?
Well, he was here. Burned
the church down.
Yes.
Lady Wachters doing, no doubt.
Okay.
Yes, I asked you to investigate. Is that the news you bring? Have you found the link between her and the devil? Have you done away with her? Am I safe at last?
Listen, we're doing a lot of things. And so first thing we tried to do is go get the gem so we could bring the wine back to the people. And we did that. We got one.
I need not wine. I have my own personal stores. Enough to last a decade.
Okay, but if we make the people happier, then they are less likely to be seditious.
Less likely to put your head in the guillotine.
Yeah.
I'd like to see them try, but rattle.
So what made you bring the guard away from the gates? What happened that made you pull the guard around the house?
Well, they need to be here to protect me.
But what happened that made you do that?
Everyone turned against me.
What did they do? How did you
They're
know?
plotting. I know. I see in their filthy little eyes. I see the hatred and malice. They want to tear me limb from limb.
When did you first see it?
Oh, I've always known it to be true. But now, after the attack, after Lady Wachter allowed the devil in and burned the church down, well, there's just nothing to keep them complacent any longer.
Winnie, we were here when it happened. It's the church burning. You know, we showed up. We handled those brats. We lost a dear friend in the process. But we showed up, we buried the bodies, we did our best for the town. And we're going to do our best for you, mate.
Well, of course you are.
Let me ask you this, Baron. I fought Strahd single-handedly, and was no match for him at the time. What makes you think you are safe behind all these militiamen?
Well, I've kept him at bay all this time. There's no reason for me to believe I cannot keep him at bay any further, provided that Lady Wachter is disposed of. She is the one who let him into this city.
All right.
It's obvious.
If we work on Lady Wachter, will you return the militia to their posts?
If Lady Wachter is disposed, yes, I shall return the guards to their post.
All right, Baron. Tell you what. Give us every piece of solid, insane, he raises an eyebrow, Winnie, piece of information you have on Lady Wachter?
Wachter.
Wachter?
W-A-C-H-T-E-R.
If you can take a minute and gather your faculties and give us everything you know on that, we will march out of this door right now and handle it.
I cast guidance on the Baron to clear his mind.
I cast Song of Truth.
Right here.
Real quick as a meta reminder,
Although that might
before-
initiate a combat.
Because we've talked about Lady Wachter before.
We have during the luncheon with the Baron, right before we had our battle with at the festival with the brides of Strahd. He mentioned that Lady Wachter was supposed to marry his son Victor,
Yeah.
and that her behavior became irregular after the marriage.
Her daughter was supposed to marry.
Her daughter was supposed to marry his son.
His son, yes.
Okay. Yes.
But her behavior became irregular.
Lady Wachter
daughter?
or her daughter?
The daughter.
The daughter's behavior.
became
Lady Wachter.
We
Baron
all-
had hoped to join their houses through marriage. Her daughter to his son Victor. Her daughter Stella to his son Victor. Thinks herself the proper ruler of Vallaki. Has a cult running out of her mansion in league with.
She has like a somewhat legitimate
He
claim.
thinks she's in league with Strahd.
We also
Yeah.
got confirmation from Octavio that she is not great. This isn't just the Baron telling us that she's evil.
Yes.
He also confirmed that she seems to be a little shady.
Okay.
And so,
Okay.
do my words have
Thank
any
you.
effect on
Good
the
call.
Baron? What happens?
You say you want to give her all the information he has?
I say if he can gather his faculties and give us the information he has, we will walk out of his estate right now and go take care of Lady Wachter.
Yes, Lady Wachter, yes, that's where it all started. It's her spreading lies, rumours, filth throughout the minds, poisoning their minds against me. It's all her. It's always been her. It's always been Lady Wachter, yes, of course. Yes. If she is disposed of, peace and their love of me, their great love of me, should return once her sorcery has failed. Yes. Very good, very good. Oh, an excellent plan. Most wondrous well. Yes, you will go. Dispose of Lady Wachter for me, as we have discussed previously. And I
Baron.
can...
Listen. You're worried about how these people feel about you?
Well, yes, they've always loved me, and now something has poisoned them against me.
Do you want to do something nice for them that will help your case?
What do you mean I do nice things for them constantly?
What they want right now is exactly and only for you to put the guard back at the gates so that they can feel a little safer.
Yes, and once Lady Water is disposed of, as we have agreed, I will return the guards to their posts so small folk may feel safe and comfortable in their dirty little beds once again.
Alright, where can we find Lady Lockton?
Well, I imagine you would be at a mansion, would you? You can sometimes find two drunken sons at the tavern, but she is probably usually within her mansion.
Where's her mansion? How far away is it?
And who are her two sons?
Also, did I actually cast Zone of Truth, or did I just say that and it didn't happen?
I feel like
You did. Here's the thing, though. A creature can't speak a deliberate lie.
I know.
He believes all this, though.
Yeah, I cast
He's
it.
fucking gone. Drogar looks at the Baron and says, Baron, I have one request of you. As an old dragon to a friend.
What is it?
I would request that your god, Lars, be allowed to go to the front gate, to man the front gate.
Yes, of course. As I have agreed, once Lady Water is dispatched, the guards will be returned to their post.
Okay.
Not all the guards. Just one. You may have the rest of them.
Until the danger is past, the guards shall remain where they are posted currently. Please do not push this issue further.
We gotta go, you guys. We gotta go! We're going
Claps.
to where
Yeah.
Lady Wachter is. Have I already offered you a grape?
What?
Oh, they're real good,
I have
right?
one more grape. Would you like it?
No, I haven't time for such things. Much to do. Much to do. Much to do.
I eat it and leave. Let's go. I'm walking out.
I'm following Winnie and under my breath looking at her, I go, what a little shit.
What's the worst?
The Critical Fail DM Strahdcast features Dan Ison as Callister, Ned Pryce Iannacone as Drogar, Campbell O'Hare as Winnie, Kay Devine-Jones as Kaz, Tyler Kanter as Artemis, and me, Trevor William Fayle, as your DM. Check us out on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, Etsy, and Twitter at Critical Fail DM. That's Critical Fayle DM. Our patrons gather in the banquet hall for a hero's feast. Folks like Kate Miller, Liv Allen, Tara Mupp, Katie B, and Mitch Ressler. Special thanks to our patron Brittany Sondergeld, who submitted Pearl Interlock. If you would like to name an NPC or location in the Strahdcast or future productions, you can do so by subscribing to our Patreon. If you like what we do here and want to support us directly, you can go to patreon.com/criticalfaildm and subscribe starting at just $5 a month. Or check out our merch on our Etsy store. If you aren't quite ready to support us financially, that's okay. Rating and leaving a review on our Apple podcast, subscribing to our YouTube, or following us on Twitch are all great ways to help us out. Thanks, Dungeoneers, and take your day with advantage.